Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And yes, I'm back after a long, silent month from me. Surprisingly, I know. Yes, I'm back. I'm going back to my old schedule of posting on weekends, so every so and so weekend I'll be posting. So, as you can tell, I'm finally continuing What If Deku was Springtrap. So, welcome back. This is What If Deku was Springtrap Part 2. Now, if I remember correctly, we left off at the USJ attack after, Zuko going ham on everyone that crossed him. Like, it's been a while, so I can't remember everything in vivid detail, but I remember what he did to All Might. I remember when he did to Bakugo in Kirishima. I remember a couple things, not all. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know, correct me on my own work. It sounds stupid, but who cares? I'm already tired, so I'm kind of in a hyped up mood. It might be a short video, but who cares? Am I right? I'm back, so don't complain. I might leave again. No, I'm kidding. I'll be back. I'm back. So, I've done enough time stalling. Might as well get to the video. So, I can't think of any filler because, if I remember correctly, Springtrap. Like, you gotta walk out like that shit. Oh, come on. Look at him. He literally is a trash rabbit. Oh, yes, taking the comments. His quirk will be known as Dead Machine or something on the lines of that. Change it to what you like. I don't care. It's not going to be that useful. If I remember correctly, he had increased strength and speed. I might give him some other abilities, but who knows? Wait, no, this is just Springtrap, not Afton. So, it's just Springtrap, so no, I won't give him that many extra abilities. I might give him a rage mode or something, but that will come later. So, scene. What's the next scene? What's a scene? Training camp, right? Yeah, training camp is definitely something I could work with. By the way, there is going to be a lot of killing off of characters, you could say. And if you don't know what that means, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what that means. Just a fair warning. If it's trigger warning, blood, gore. If you watch the first part, you know what I'm talking about. So. Might as well just say that now, so I don't get yelled at by YouTube for not doing it, so, So, yes. Forced training arc. I think that's what the name of this arc is. Or whatever it is. Training camp arc. Whatever. 1A healed, but were traumatized, you could say. But they would slowly start to recover from, the USJ incident and, Deku. Todoroki started using his flames. I know, surprising. Now, what should the reason be that he started using his flames? Could it be that he didn't want to be weak? Could that be it? You'll just have to figure out yourself, wouldn't you? It's probably because he didn't want to be weak and how easily he was dished by his Deku. Deku literally just breaking through his ice and, grabbing him by the head and throwing him or something along that. I can't remember exactly. So, they started training. Most were completely healed. Most were completely healed, along with a few just minor injuries left because, the USJ incident was months ago for them. But during that time away between the USJ, Deku started getting stronger and stronger. he kept his knife, but he kept his knife on him, but he also got a new weapon, a fire axe. A fire axe. You know what those are. A fire axe and a machete. I got the machete from an animation I saw, a springtrap animation, so don't judge me on that. I got the machete from that, and the fire axe makes sense, So the machete, the machete won't last long. I'm just gonna kill off some background characters during this art because I'm bored and feel like this story could use a turn up. You know what I mean? Let's get to the fun parts. Night falls across the training camp. You know. Kurogiri opens the portal, the yellow V steps out. Deku there as well, for obvious reasons. Like, the hero. Dobby starts lighting the place on fire. Gas mask guy, I forgot his name. What was his name? Mustard? Like mustard gas? That's a stupid name. Imagine your villain name being named after a fucking condiment. He's mustard. Yeah, man. You want some mustard on that? Mustard. Like, you could have come up with so many better names. I could think of a couple better names for him, but I'm getting sidetracked here. So, training camp, they start to attack. Deku starts sneaking up on people. And when they spot him, he just goes chop, 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 chop. One of the first people he comes across is the one, the only, the annoying badge that no one really likes. Not everyone likes. It's Madara! And he is caught to a fire axe to the head. Straight through it. Straight into the skull. And the Deku just walks over. Pulls the axe out, walking. His greenish gray eyes flaring purple. Nah, they're not purple. Not purple yet. Calm down. I'm getting ahead of myself. Nah, they're still that hollow, soul-piercing white eyes that seem to glow in the dark. So, Mineta dead. Comes across some other people. What's his name? Tail guy. I cannot remember his name. Tail guy. The dude with the tail. It sounds very overwhelming, but you know what I mean. It's a tail. Like, I'd rather have, like, fucking fire powers or some shit. Or, I don't know. Lightning powers, ice powers, wind power. I don't know. Anything but a tail. Or something stupid. Like, if I could have a quirk, it'd be something interesting. Not a tail. Or, fucking long nose or some shit like that. Like, half of Deku's fucking middle school class had stupid quirks, but, who cares? They're irrelevant. Probably died, but who knows? Tail guy. Deku rushes him. He rushes at him. Yeah, one of the things Deku worked on in the time between the USJ attack and now was his speed. His speed was his greatest weakness, so he worked on that. And now he's fast as fuck, boy. Not as fast as Ida with Recipro Boost or whatever the fuck it's called. Recipro Boost? I can't remember. But basically he rushes at him, tail guy tries to swing his tail at him to knock him back, which doesn't work. Deku catches his tail with his extreme strength and crushes it, shattering his tail. Only for tail guy to scream out in pain, and then Deku to whirl him around like a fucking rag doll. You know Loki and Hulk in Avengers? He basically does that. He slams into the ground multiple times. He pulls a Hulk and just goes. And with him buried into the ground, he takes out his axe again. You can see where I'm going with this, and it cuts his tail off. And he cuts his tail off. Blood gushing out of the wound extremely. For the tail guy to cry out in more pain, only for it to be violently struck, silenced. By his head getting cut off by the machete. Who's another character I could kill off? Nah, we'll keep Take Guy. Mina's cool. Kirishima, he'll stick around. Bakugo, I'll kill him off later. Todoroki, he can chill. What's Six Arms? What was his name? God, even I don't know. No! Next person he come across is the drug addict. The sugar man himself. Sacho, I think that's his name. Or Sugar Rush. I remember his hero name because it's stupidly ironic. So you know, Sugar Rush. He pops his white powder. His sugar. His buggish sugar. I'm kidding. His sugar. He got that sugar. And he rushes at him with his quirk activated. And they kind of get into a standstill? Stand still. It's been a long day. Cut me some slack. Too many S's in that sentence for someone of my caliber. Am I purposefully adding S's to a sentence to just disapprove my point? Yes, I am. But yeah, they get into a fist fight, which they're evenly matched, but Deku is very pulling his punches. If he was punching full strength, he'd be on Sugar Rush would be on the ground. Out. Extremely broken in multiple places. So basically they get an arm lock, right? You know those places where you get like an arm lock, you know what I mean? And Deku starts putting more force into his punches and hits and shit and grips and grip and shit. And he breaks both of his arms, leaving him helpless. He tries to run away, but he doesn't make far. Deku slowly stalks him. Slowly hunting him down. Sugar Rush finally thought he escaped from him, but he didn't. Only till the camera cuts to in front of Sugar Rush, with a relieved face, thinking he lost, only for him to freeze, and the top half of his head falling off of his body on a diagonal angle, showing Deku behind him with his machete in a downward slash motion, showing that Deku just slashed his head in half. Then he gets a ring over the comms that they had the prisoner captured to meet at the rendezvous point, which Deku slowly made it to. When he made it, he found Dabi fighting UA students. Dabi, Toga, and Compress, I think. It's been a while since that, but like, it's been a while. I'm going off of memory. I think it was Compress, Spitter, Mag, Toga, and Dabi. I think that's all of them. Yeah. So, no, he gets there, and he rushes into the fight too, because who doesn't like a good fight? Am I right, lads? Or am I right, lads? So he rushes at who does he want to fight? Who does he want to fight? He gets in a fight with. Nah, not Kirishima. We need him for the next arc. Because I'm the devil who's searching for you. Oh yeah, there's one. He gets in a fight with Todoroki. And Todoroki tries to freeze him, which, again, doesn't work. He just like a badass, he just walks through it. If he gets frozen, he just breaks out of it and continuously walking. Todoroki, giving no other choice, he uses his flames and launches them at Deku. Deku dodges, but he wasn't expecting that, going up against his basically one weakness. Well, there's two. Does he have two? Do we count electric shocks as his weakness? Or is that just all animatronics? Questions. Also, there's no ship. We're not shipping anyone with springtrap deku. But do we want... Fire is definitely going to be an obvious one. Put it in the comments. Do we want him to be weak to electricity? Just sort that out in the comments, because I can't decide on my own, like right now at least. But, yeah. So, he gets in a fight with Todoroki. He's dodging his, attack, his, fire, fluidly, is that the word? Very nicely. He was dodging it very nicely. Only to be caught off guard when Todoroki used ice and fire at the same time, freezing the floor and then launching flames at Deku. Deku took the flames head on. It did hurt him a lot, but it didn't hurt him enough to actually, like, extremely harm him. It was more just like scorch marks, but it did cause him pain. That enraged Deku. He hated feeling in pain. He hated feeling weak. So, in rage, his piercing, soul-piercing white eyes turned into a slit. His eyes would turn into a bloody crimson red. Rushing at Todoroki in a blind rage state, grabbing him, rushing at him, grabbing him by the throat, throwing him through a bunch of trees, rushing at him, axe in hand, ready to go in for the killing blow. But Todoroki rolled out of the way, freezing Deku's legs, and was able to get away. Deku turned back to the fight to see they had captured Bakugo successfully and were going to leave. So Deku walked back slowly, his axe dragging across the ground. As he looks back to the UA students as he slowly enters the portal, his eyes flash back to the cold red blood, crimson red eyes. As he walks into the portal closes, screen fades to black, to be continued. And that is the end of this part. So, what do you think? I'm back from my month of rest, if you could say. I will be coming out with that Ink Sands video sometime soon. Not now, but sometime soon. I just thought I'd bring this back for the hell of it. Because, I was bored and was like, why not? So, that's all now for me now, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Peace.